Well, we got a lot of bumps and bruises just because in a lot of stunt fights you're actually, or just stunt punches and stuff, you're not connecting. You know, it's with camera angles and you're actually a few inches away from the face or stomach. But with this fight, we were actually connecting a lot because the director wanted me blocking her punches. So her our forearms were hitting each other at full speed.
Yeah.
So we pretty much had forearms that looked absolutely ridiculous at the end.
It looked like we'd gotten car accidents because we just had these horrible bruises on our forearms and
the big puffy kind.
Yeah, like the ones that are like, that's going to be, because it's down to the bone, so you're like, that'll be there forever. And it's bone connecting on bone, and it's the same punches over and over and over again, so you're hitting the exact same spot over and over again, so it's like excruciatingly painful. And then
the statue.
Yeah, the statue. Tricia and I were having so much fun and got so into it that we ended up doing it too many times. For them, there was a statue that number 6 pushes Starbuck into, and it falls away, and it's a breakaway statue, which means that the statue is made of not a soft material, but a softer material, so if you hit it and it falls, it'll break, so it won't actually break your head. And we did it so many times that they didn't tell us they put the real statue back in, and Tricia pushed me into it, and my head hit it, and I was like, oh, that was a real statue.
I just heard this ka-thunk. Katie's face goes, ew.
Yeah, and I think there were a couple ones like where I think I nicked Tricia with the arrow of Apollo across the nose, so then she actually kicked me. So then the next time she kicks me in the stomach 2 seconds later, I was like, wow, I felt that.
Yeah, instead of, stopping and pulling back, just at the spot, just at the point of contact, you just gave a little extra.
But I think it's the day that Tricia and I were like, I like this girl.
Exactly. So no serious injuries, but you can't do a stunt fight like that without some bumps and bruises.
No, and I've said a million times that had they let us do that big fall at the end, that we totally would have done it, because Tricia and I were standing at the edge of that drop-off going, oh, we could totally do this. And they were looking at us like, there's no way we're going to let you guys jump off the side of a building. Physically demanding. I'm trying to think of all the ones that we had pneumonia for. Like the ones with the Air of Apollo when we were shooting in the rain, that was really hard because I was cold all the time. And I think I had hypothermia once during that time and I had walking pneumonia for like 2 months after that. But I didn't really realize it was physically demanding because I had hypothermia, so it didn't really hurt. It was just like, Katee, you're blue. Oh, okay. I don't know. So physically demanding. The end of the show was so physically demanding for myself just because it was, I was exhausted. We were shooting 23 hours a day on different units, like running back and forth from main unit to second unit to a third unit, and it was really demanding. There's a picture on the website of me sleeping on a Fernie blanket, which is one of those moving blankets. Our camera crews use those quite a bit. There's a picture of me sleeping on my machine gun, which is like, I think at 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, get me the hell out of here. I was so tired, and I was just sick towards the end too, and I didn't know, so it was also draining me that way. So I think the end of it was just physically and emotionally exhausting for me. Mentally challenging. Shoot. I think when I came back, when Starbuck died and then came back, that was mentally challenging for me because I was trying to play. I knew from talking to Ron and the writers that it wasn't Starbuck anymore. It's the Starbuck because they had said the Starbuck that you know is dead. So in knowing that, I was trying to come back, and if I was an angel, because I didn't know what I was, so I just kind of took the idea or held on to the fact that, okay, I'm an angel, because as an actor it gave me something to play with. So I said, if I'm an angel and I'm trying to convince these people that I'm Starbuck, I need to come back and play a person playing Starbuck. But at the same time, it's a person who has Starbuck's memories. So it's almost like she thinks she's Starbuck. That was hard for me because I was trying to play something. I was trying to play somebody playing something that they're not. So, and I didn't even know if I was an angel. I don't know if this makes any sense. But so I, as an actor, I'm playing somebody who's playing somebody else, but I don't really know if I'm playing the right person. So I kept trying to figure it out that way, and I think one day at the writer's table or at a read-through, I was like, you guys, this is so frustrating for me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. This writing sucks. I suck. Everybody sucks. And I was like, and I'm completely insecure about everything that I'm doing. And I think one of the writers looked at me and they were like, well, that's why what you're doing is working right now, because that's exactly how Starbuck feels. So I realized that in playing my desperation and my frustration, I just played that, and that's kind of how Starbuck ended, was, all of season 4 was kind of just desperate.
I love that scene when you found the raptor with Leoben.
Oh, yeah.
And he starts walking away. You're like, what are you...
Yeah, exactly. What? And what's funny is that's the last time I see Leoben, too.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone.
Yeah.
Like, Callum and I had no more scenes together. I didn't see him till 24.
I agree with Katie's answer about the ending being physically exhausting. Probably, I don't remember the exact episodes, but I think some of the episodes up on when we were filming in Widgeon or whatever, the foresty areas, it was really cold, and I had to be in that little white dress that, it's a summer dress that I think it was the same dress that Callus or Baltar and Six go into the opera house in. And, it's paper thin, and it's freezing outside. Everybody's in winter coats, and I have to stand there in bare feet and a summer dress. And it was to the point of, you can't control the shakes. You're so cold. And, of course, you get sick. I mean, I didn't get pneumonia, but I definitely got the flu and everything. And so those are physically challenging.
You haven't lived since you had pneumonia.
Exactly. Mentally challenging, it would have been the Pegasus episodes. I think the Gina tortured episodes for me were the most mentally challenging, but also the most exciting as an actor, because I hadn't gotten to do much at that point.
The garbage truck.
So that's not. Yeah, so that was probably the most mentally challenging for me is the Gina episode.
You were awesome in that, though. That was like, I think that, and I've said this so many times, but I think that the producers hired Tricia because I think that she was absolutely gorgeous, and that's what they wanted. But I think when they realized that she could actually act, they were like, oh, what do we do now? Like, she's not going to just stand there and look pretty in a red dress now, so we actually have to write for her.
Without complaining.
I know, right?
I started to get my balls and start complaining and go, how did I do something aside from whisper in Baltar's ear, damn it?
I know, you were like, how many times can I say it's God's plan? What was the one you had to say all the time?
Yeah, it's God has a plan.
Yeah, God has a plan, guys, over and over and over again, and you're like, no, you don't know what it is!
Tell me what it is or make me stop saying it.
I know. If God has a plan, let me know so I can at least have some conviction in my job.
Exactly.